Hi everyone. So I'm Glenn from Bentley Systems, and I am right now an associate consultant from Bentley Systems Southeast Asia C. So the softwares that I will be or that I'm more focused on are based on modeling softwares, civil engineering modeling softwares such as OpenRoads, okay, and OpenRail. There is a different department for Step Pro and other civil engineering type of um, softwares, especially like open buildings, which will be well integrated with Synchro as well. But I am actually more focused for the with regards to works on the based on linear infrastructure. So that would be more on roads, rail, and drainage and utilities. So my team actually comprises of 4 colleagues. So 3 of us, are in Singapore and 1 from Malaysia. So actually we are quite, in a sense, we are really international because we have Iwan from Indonesia, we have Jakob now in Singapore, and we have definitely quite a few employees here in Singapore right now. Okay, so and what I'd like to do is I would like to give everyone, just an overview on my work, my journey of starting out, within the digital construction industry. Okay, so just a little known fact about me. I graduated, or I have a diploma in DEWT, which is Environment Management and Water Technology, from Singapore Poly. And I have I'm a graduate also from civil engineering from SIT. Okay, and I also IWSP. I did my integrated work study program IWSP with Bentley Systems as well. So this actually helped me to get further be further integrated into the company. And because of this long period of 9 months, I was able to actually do full scale projects and get to know the ins and outs of the company. And I was able to actually be fully absorbed as a full-time employee because of this this IWSP. So with that, okay, let me just so with that, just a bit of basic information for what I do as an associate consultant for the software. Basically, I actually am part of the Singapore dataset creation. So this can be downloaded for OpenRoads and OpenRail, and this includes a few different things like seed production for sheets, for profile, for joint production sheets, things like, for example, what I've done is I'm part of the dataset creation for drainage and utilities as well. So part of what I do is to actually update and create the data sets, not only for the main Singapore workspace and work sets, which is like a data set that is being used as a background for everyone. It's sort of like libraries, as you can in that sense. Also, I've also worked in integrating design workflows for projects. Okay, and also some design related workflow trainings. So specific workflow trainings that may not exist in or may not and may need some bit of integration together with the data set as well. So let me just explain more on the design workflow in Open Civil Designer. So based on before we go into the 4D construction, in that sense where we actually were to transfer this data into things like ProjectWise, where we are able to actually interchange information and workflows, and we are able to actually move on into the next step of construction phases through Synchro, like what Iwan has stated. So this is basically more of the bareback and the basic workflow of what of the information that we will pull in, so that we will be able to actually be able to create our BIM model from there, 3D BIM model from there. So for civil designer products, so which includes OpenRoads, OpenRail, OpenSite, open bridges into the aspect. The workflow is quite similar, because first we need to actually get the terrain data, and this can be from reality models, survey data, and from there we'll be able to actually import in and create a terrain data, and we can also add in some geotechnical data as well. Right, from there, we will actually go and create the site, road, rail, bridge designs. So these are all stated at the bottom as follows. Okay, from there, once this finalized data set, or once the finalized model has been done, we can then go on to create the drainage and utilities, which is what I've been more focused at, because and the reason why we need to actually do the rest of the models up first is because we need to actually have drainage utilities create on the basis of the terrain of the road itself and the site layout itself. Okay, so that is where drainage utilities will come last in the workflow. But from there, of course, it comes into visualization, where you can use things like Lumen RT when it has rendering, where it does rendering and pretty fast rendering. We will be able to actually create reports like drawing reports and other deliverables that has some a bit of automation inside, which really ease the workflow of everything. Design review, and as well as for drainage utilities, some hydrology and hydraulic calculations. Okay, so maybe I'll just talk about what I do specifically and the workflow of drainage utilities. So once the road terrain has been created, and this has been created utilizing the corridor models that we have already designed based on the site, road, rail, and bridge design. So from there, I will be able to actually add in some utilities creation that can be imported through a 2D or a 3D context line strings to actually create them into utilities. Next is to actually create a drainage network design. From there, we can actually do some hydrology and hydraulic calculation. We do have things like not only just analysis, we not just analyze the drainage network design, we can also let OpenRoads design it for us. So it will be able to actually see that if, let's say, for example, a certain pipe is a full capacity, all right, does it increase the pipe sizes? Does it reduce or change the inverts of the pipes, which will allow us to actually extrude the nodes out, the 3D portion of the nodes out. So it's pretty interesting, when we actually look into the technologies of this type of workflows when it comes to modeling itself. So and we can actually set specific design constraints to actually change the way we want the entire network to be laid out for us. So with the drainage network, and it's pretty simple with the creation of it. So that includes adding nodes and conduits from and utilizing this utilizes the workspace that we have, and it's sort of a libraries that you can actually add them on the spot once you have downloaded them. And from 2D inputs, we will actually bring out to 3D outputs as well, and they can be extruded from the middle line as well. So it does have, the cells does have a smart technology where it's able to actually populate itself and extrude itself from there. So I think I'm maybe running out of time, so I'll just discuss this a bit faster.
Well, I think we have we still have 15 minutes overall, so perhaps
okay, sure thing.
5, I think we can then have some Q&A.
Yeah, sure thing. Okay, so with that, let's say for drainage utilities specifically, we are able to actually create calculation reports, pretty simple, and all these are all they are all populated out for us. We don't even need to add any additional input to them. We can also control the entire drainage layout through these tables itself. So it is really pretty interesting, how the softwares that we have are able to manage your information and manage to lay it out, and there are different ways and workarounds where we can actually handle that information and edit them. Okay, so this also talks about drainage profiles, which what OpenRoads designer can create. So being able to actually run the entire analysis, and you can see the energy grade line, hydraulic grade line, HDL, NGL, and you'll be able to actually once the entire once a layout has been created, you can immediately just create an engineering profile just like that. So during production, this is something that the civil products that we have really specialize in, and really ease the workflow for in terms of joint production and in terms of deliverables. So for example, we have things like a plan, okay, profile, and cross-section sheets. Simple as that. So for joint production for civil plan, we are actually able to populate this along the entire alignment. So if we have an alignment that's probably a few kilometers long, we are actually able to actually populate and create sheets out of them, out of intervals of the specific length that we've chosen. And if we want to have any overlap and any additional settings that we want to place, we can actually do so. So immediately once that is done, immediately creates and places it into a drawing sheet for us. And this template utilizes templates that are existing in the data set, the Singapore data set that was created, and any other data set that is created. So same goes for joint production for profile. We are actually able to actually pull in things like the pipe name information, the flow information, capacity, diameter, slope. So all these types of information can be configured, and it is pretty flexible, but of course it takes a bit of a learning curve to really fully understand it. But the good thing is, with this we can actually automate this. We do not have to manually put in our edits as well, while still having the flexibility of us, if we want to add any other annotations as such, we can always go to the modeling side of things, and we can actually add in another set of annotations. We can redo some of the background drawing blocks as well. So it's pretty flexible in that sense. And this applies to the entire length of chainage, not just one sheet or two sheets. You can actually make a few hundred sheets if possible. So yeah, with that, that is just a bit of overview of what I do, and the technologies and the products of the modeling softwares that we have. So I'd just like to end this by saying that choosing to work in a software development company actually provides a well-rounded experience with working with different consultants, because I get to know their workflows. I get to work with consultants, government agencies, and I'll be able to actually share the needs and some of the information and technologies within different countries, because we are so international. And because of that, I'm also able to actually take part and contribute to some of the projects. So currently, I'm in charge of Australia and New Zealand projects, where I will have sessions where if they do need my help, I will be able to actually review their workflow and review some of the files that they have, so that I'll be able to improve on that and maybe solve some modeling issues that they may come across. So actually, what I want to put across is there's actually a vast variety of opportunities and information that you can actually get while starting out, without actually going straight into consultant and construction, because I'm able to take part in their projects, and I can learn along as I go. So Also, one more thing is that I also am able to actually understand more on the technology that civil design software provides, and being a part of the change in BEAM and having the opportunity to help ease the workload in the future progression of things, really helps and really excites me in that sense. That's why I'm really um, happy to be in this company. So, and also being rooted to a company that not only provides softwares but integrated services. It actually future proofs my prospects that I have in the ever-changing construction industry, because I get to know what is coming out next, and I'm able to actually gain myself that knowledge and work into that direction if I need be. So actually, yeah, so with that, I would like to thank SIT actually, because they have created vast opportunities for us as students to get into different types of sectors. They're not just restricted to just one or a few specific career plans in the construction industry and the consultant industry. So we are actually able to branch out into different sectors. So and this is very important because it makes us more adaptable in this day of age. Yeah, thank you everyone.